Some funding is provided by John A. Cook, Certified Public Accountant at 105 East Main Street in Westfield.
The Chautauqua Integrated Delivery System. Our community of doctors is pleased to announce their affiliation with Senior Choice. Senior Choice fills in where your Medicare coverage leaves off.
Fairpoint Communications, formerly C&E Telephone, providing telephone, internet, and data services, is proud to fund this broadcast of Senior Report.
Some funding is provided by State Senator Catherine M. Young.
Absolute Care of Westfield, committed to returning the favor to those who have spent a lifetime caring for others. Located on 26 Cass Street in Westfield, New York.
Some funding is provided by the Lakeview Hotel and Restaurant, located on Water Street near the lake in Mayville.
Live from the Chuck Kelsey Television Studio at Access Channel 5 in Mayville, it's Senior Report with Reed Powers. Call in and participate in Chautauqua County's only live call-in senior program. Share a thought or wish someone a happy birthday. Saturday mornings between 9 and 10 a.m. And now, here's Reed Powers.
And good morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day here in Chautauqua County, the land of opportunity. We have a great program set up with you. We've got a guest, Chuck Cornell, who is a very well-known county legislator from the south end of the county. We don't get into the south end much, so we'll talk about it a little bit. And he's also running for county legislature, I might add, a county exec, I might add. And can you run for legislature too?
No.
No, you got to take. You won't be a legislator if you lose, then, right?
That's right. You only can run for one.
Oh, one thing. Okay, so he's running for the county legislature. Along with that, our current legislator, Mr. Edwards, Greg Edwards, who was born in my great-grandfather's house, I might add. And we also have a new entrant, John. What's his name over in Fredonia? Just popped up.
Who's that?
He is a lawyer over there.
John Gallo?
Gallo.
Yeah.
Gallo.
Yeah. He's running for legislature.
He's running for legislature over there. Okay, so at any rate, he's not running for the county exactly. It's just two of you then. Do the conservatives
just
crank anybody up, or did they endorse Greg?
Well, there's currently with the conservatives, there's looks like there may be a primary, but I was endorsed. There's been some differences.
Yeah,
in
right.
that,
I know that they did it and John did it, and there's all kinds of nutsiness.
So I have an endorsement. I've filed the signatures, and so we're moving forward.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. So we got a lot of things to talk about, guys, and as you notice, the news is crazy. We've got the Chautauqua County Fair coming on now, July 27th to August 2nd, so get over there and see the stuff. Have fun. It's a terrific fair, and we have a lot of other things going on in the world, of course. Our president announced it to the police up in Connecticut, where Cambridge, where they picked up that Harvard professor. They arrested him in his own house because he was being obstreperous. He told the cops to get out. They arrested him because they thought he was a break-in entry. Some neighbor mistook it, and so the cops ran. The cop runs over there, and he sees him coming in. The guy identifies himself, shows him pictures, everything. He says, "My house, my," and he started arguing with the cop. The cop cuffed him up and took him off in irons to prison. Oh my God, this guy's a doctor at Harvard, internationally known Nobel Prize winner or something. And President Obama said, that was kind of stupid. It was, but there was such a hue and a cry. The police said, you can't call that stupid. and you can't call Officer Schmaltzerino, whatever it was, stupid. So he came back on last night and said, well, they weren't stupid really, but maybe. I didn't deny it. That means we got all the headlines about this stupid thing down at Harvard, and we're not paying any attention. The greatest thing that could happen in this country is health care reform, where we'll actually have health care for everybody in this country at a cheaper price and won't pay 30% of all health care costs to the insurance companies, who then decide whether or not you're going to get some health care. Oh my God, that's the craziest thing. Only country in the world that does that pays insurance company to give you your health care and keep about 30% of it for their overhead. Oh my God. All right, so we're doing this. In the meantime, that disappeared. And since the healthcare insurance companies they make almost $1 trillion a year in healthcare, in their profits, which there shouldn't be any, they have a lot of money to hand around. They hand out hundreds of millions to Congress so they won't change the law. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Maybe Congress will finally get honest. But you know, they're all on the take in the Congress because the lobbyists pay them lots of money. And hell, they'll go with the lobbyists. If you give a guy $1 million, hell, he's going to go with you. Not Joe Schmo over there who doesn't have a pot to, what's the term, something in. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Locally, of course, the state is still kind of in a shakeup right now. I don't know what's exactly happening in our Senate, but it looks like they got the deciding vote now. It's a Democrat because he's the lieutenant governor, and when there's a big hassle up there and they can't decide, he makes the decision. We have locally up here, we got all the fairs. Westfield right now, as we speak, has a huge arts and crafts show down in the Central Park in Westfield. You go down there and see it. It's the most incredible place. And you will see stuff handmade by people all around here, our neighbors and everything. It's beautiful stuff. Very cheap, too. Even nothing says made in China on the bottom. All right, enough of that. I don't know what's going to happen at the farmers market. They have one every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock over there. It looks like I don't know, maybe they tucked them off somewhere, but it's pretty crowded right now. And I buy my bread there. From now on, for a long time now, I've been buying Amish bread. They make a loaf of bread that's for real. I mean, it's a big, heavy loaf. It's not that fluffy garbage. And they have whole wheat bread, which you're supposed to eat because it's much healthier for you, and it tastes just like white bread. It doesn't have that grainy taste. It doesn't have that funny taste. It doesn't have sugar in it. It's just like white bread. And so I buy it there, and you pay $3 or more a loaf for bakery loaves in the supermarket. $1.60. Tell them I sent you. $1.60. Cannot beat it for a big 1 pound loaf of real bread. They're right on the corner when you go down Portage and Main, right on the corner of Portage and Main. All right. There's a little plug for somebody who does a good job. They have donuts that'll kill you. Donuts are they're pretty big. They're really gigantic. 60 cents. And they're real donuts. Oh, yeah. And maple syrup, $35 a gallon. Everybody else wants 40, 50. In China, 60. Chinese are buying it all. They love it, Okay, guys, go down to Westfield. Try the Arts and Crafts Fair. We have fairs all over the county. Farmers markets in Fredonia, Dunkirk, Mayville, all around. Go to the farmers markets, patronize your neighbors, get some good fresh fruits and vegetables, and corn is about to hit. The corn is just about to hit, guys, fresh corn. And, that's the best part of the world. And remember, if you buy your corn right, as my grandfather used to say, you find out where the farmer grows it. And you cut a deal with him, you keep track. And when you feel like eating some corn on the cob, you start a pot boiling, you rush over to the farmer's field, pick the corn, rush home, just as fast as you can, you shuck it, and get it in the pot. If it takes over an hour, throw it away. Go get some more. Feed it to the hogs. And you do not cook fresh corn, sweet corn. People don't realize that. You warm it. You don't cook it. You just take it up to nice hot temperature. 2 minutes in boiling water and take it out. Because if it goes any longer, the sweetness and the sugar in it turns to starch. And that's not that mushiness you get. So take it out after 2 minutes. Got it? All right. Clem, I told him. All right, here we go. Local news. Let's get some nice. There is so much depressing news around. I can't watch TV anymore. I just can't watch. I start shouting at the TV. And my wife says,